Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We won't back in. Back in. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. They can't win. No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. Football. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah, yeah. Wake up. Wake up. The cake up. Raise up. Or make us do something. We don't want to. Bite down on you. Right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the rain for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the white flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Oh my God, this stadium looks so fucking awesome when it's so nice. Outside.
EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to
fired up. Let's go, guys.
The Arizona Cardinals
and the Toronto Rams.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes
Lamar
out to the
Jackson.
25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl.
Haven't played him at
no
all.
touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Jackson on first down. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The numbers for Njoku from a week ago: 4 catches, just shy of 140 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Stephen Mitchell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator?
For the love of Christ, refs, please fucking have it go my way.
Part of the game. Other teams I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
At one point in time, both feet were in.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll have the former Oklahoma Sooner calling the shots. At quarterback will be Sam Bradford.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover, great moves in short areas.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Bradford on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The defense here for the Rams.
And defensive tackle Aaron Donald, when you evaluate him, you're looking for flaws. You can't find any. This guy has the ability to single-handedly take over a game. Wrecks it inside, outside. You can't run it against him. And good luck trying to throw it downfield when he's in the face of the quarterback.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start.
Oh, my God.
Pulled down. Dayon Buchanan coming hard on the
Dayon,
he
you can?
dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll rifle this, and that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown! Kiki QT, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Lambo to add on the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Rams out to the early lead. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? It
certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing again. Bradford on 2nd and 10. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion.
What the fuck was that?
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
He
loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Damn.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
As the offense takes the field, we zero in on Lamar Jackson. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Snapper! Now Jackson on first down. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
From the gun, it's Jackson. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to get him for a loss of 5. Now Jackson on second down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Jackson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And a return will stop right around the 25. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California.
What the
with the Rams
fuck?
on top.
Are you serious? Oh my God, Ref.
We check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those two teams approach halftime. A touchdown run there for Rashad Penny. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes.
14-9.
Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier
Chicago,
Field. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
Actually, don't get the ball back in the second half.
Sam Bradford heading back out as he and his offense get ready to go again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, come on, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They've been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
On 3rd down, Bradford. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to 35. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. D. Ford in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receiver.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his home 3-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Ouch.
From the gun, Bradford. And that is
Ouch, that really bit me back in the ass.
John Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
Ow. And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey,
that hurts.
We know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect
if only I didn't get sacked.
Yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. Oh, he did it again. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Oh, my God, if only I didn't get sacked.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
I do want to go for it on 4th down. Last time I did, I got sacked. This time I convert. Yes!
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Fucking yes. Exactly what I wanted to do.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. This is Breida.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. They run again with Breida. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores.
You
got to make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Time for a break. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Bradford on 1st down. It's caught left side by John Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. On 1st and 10, Bradford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Second down, Bradford. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Underneath for Johnson. And he'll go down at the 28. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Cardinals got to go quickly. Hustling to the line. Desperation time. Bradford on 4th down. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Oh, incomplete.
That's it.
A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
That's it for this guy. Something. Anything, really.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now McCoy, his first throw since coming in. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. That one looks like he'll throw here. Keeps himself upright. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, McCoy. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. And it's complete. He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kiki QT with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. Now a second down throw for Bradford. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Boom. Game over, bitch. Nice try.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the home team here, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Get like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what God say. I say, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Red belay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Babe, back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, money back.
Fuck it. Let's keep that losing shit going.
Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, and my with me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum, always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you at the again. Why you was sleeping on me? I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want. I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate
This is boss. That might help. Fuck the Jets. Huh. Keep it up.
Seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life in the can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
When you got dumb cake up in the say they be waiting for you in the bushes with the duct tape up and down the interstate. Yeah, we really touch. October, I'm about to another skate. He went down in Arizona, don't get me involved. An empty box in the
Actually, here's what we could do.
I had six phones, I got rid of them all. We get hit and sit down, we don't talk to the law. Yeah, they think I'm tripping, they listen. They know our every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't sleep at night until they get in. Yeah. I'm on another mission, I'm just young and I'm living. Yeah,
I done seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life in the can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
My phone still echo, the feds won't let go. Money never sleeps when you're the Black Gordon Gecko. Line looking like they waiting on the retro. Sixes. I feel special. Resale and I never paid retail. My shoebox money afforded me the spree wells. And that then courted me a V12. Avoid the phones if it's sounding like a seashell. Too much clicking in the connection. Connect the dots with my connect for my protection. Face to face I place my like a drive-through. Feeling, you know how I do. Push.
I done seen the best of them, Jando.